Hey everyone, let's talk publishing. Gosh, the publishing industry is changing almost as fast as AI is changing. So, why do you need to write a book? What are you missing out on if you don't publish a book? Well, let me tell you, if you're not publishing a blog, articles, and a book, you're going to be invisible. So, let's go through the three things, several things, more than three, of why you should be publishing and the benefits. Because a lot of times people are about what is the ROI when I do a book? Because honestly, a book is a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of time to put it all together, especially if you're doing it on your own without a ghostwriter, without a book coach, or doing our VIP day that we do that helps people launch their book and create 6 to 10,000 words in a day. So let me tell you what happens. My son, who was invisible, right? He was 19. I encouraged him to write a book. He became a Wall Street Journal best-selling author, became part of a book that we did with a group of authors, and that helped propel him to get certified on Instagram. When it took something to be certified on Instagram back then, you didn't have to pay to be certified. So I just want to say, when you're doing this, think about all of the celebrities and people who are writing books that are coming out. There is a comedian, Matt Rife. I don't know if you know him, but I follow him. He's hilarious. He became famous because of doing TikTok videos. And now that he's gotten so famous over the last year, of course, he's got a book deal. Why do you do a book deal? Because it grows your fan base. It gives him a reason, besides just doing concerts, to do a media tour. People aren't just going to do a media tour for no reason at all. You need to have something to promote. So he already did the rounds of him doing the media tour for his concerts that he's doing, but now he's doing it for his book. So think about movie stars that you see that come out with a book. You're like, huh, they haven't done a movie or anything in a while. And suddenly they have a book that comes out. And that's because it keeps them relevant. So for those of you who aren't movie stars or celebrities or comedians, and maybe aren't going to get a really big publishing deal, this is some of the reasons why you should really do a book and how you can utilize it. Let's start from the ground level. So when you're going to write a book, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to tell your audience that you're writing the book. So what does that do? That engages the people, gets them excited, says you're doing something. So the best way to do that, let's start with email marketing. So the first thing you need when you're going to launch a book and when you're going to write a book is you need to have a CRM, which is a system that will mass send emails out to your list of people. Let them know that you're going to write a book and it's going to be launched. Let them know approximately when it's going to come out. So think of it as when your kids are getting married or you were getting married, you sent out a save the date, right? I get those all the time. My children's friends are getting married and they're like, save the date. And it's maybe 6 months, 8 months away that they're getting married, but I get that card to save the date. So it's the same kind of concept when you're launching a book. You want to let people know that it's coming up. So send them an email. Make sure you get that CRM. If you don't have one, make sure you get one. We offer this for our clients that we can set it up for them and even do email campaigns for them. So what is an email campaign? It's like you've got something that you want to promote. So you want to have a series of emails to tell them that it's coming and about what it's going to be promoting. So like with a book, we always say you're going to get a book, but also you want to give a thank you gift, something that they're going to get for buying your book along with it, kind of a bonus when they're buying your book. So you want to keep them informed along the way. Let them know you're working on your book cover, put out samples, let them vote on your book covers of the ones you're thinking about. And then this also transcends, let's talk about now social media. So social media is important because number one, you need to build your personal brand. So your personal brand is something that represents you, who you are. People know your style. So, like if you're fun and eclectic, or you're conservative, or you're, more of a gardener, or you're more earthy, or you're more businesslike, you want to represent that on social media. And you want to incorporate what your book's brand is as well. So you want to start to gain traction on your social media. You don't have to have millions of followers. I mean, to get a traditional publishing book deal, you need millions of followers. But for just starting out, however many you have, or if you have zero, we can do campaigns to start to get you followers and get people signed up for your social media. Again, very similar to your email, you want to bring people along your journey. So let them know I'm publishing a book. I'm working on my book. Gosh, I'm working on chapter 3 right now. I'm struggling with this. Incorporate them. Let them be a part of the whole journey that you're doing the book. Then guess what? They feel involved. They feel vested that they want to buy your book when it comes out. I can't tell you how many times we have done the email strategy and social media strategy, and people are like, let us know when it's coming out. We want to share it with everyone. We can't wait to buy your book. So it just builds that excitement for people and gets them involved. So what platforms should you post on? Great question. So it depends on where your audience is. So if you have a business book and it's really drive towards CEOs and towards, C-suite people, then really LinkedIn is the place you want to be. You want to focus on LinkedIn. But you may also want to focus on Instagram or Facebook. And we walk our clients through which are the best platforms for you to focus on. And if you have a limited budget or a limited amount of time or don't have a marketing team to do it for you, then really just focus on one of those platforms and crush it on that platform and build as many followers as you can and engagement as you can. Ideally, it'll be multiple platforms if you can do it. I've been viewing Instagram. I don't know about you, but I really view Instagram as another way to have a website. So people check us out there, and I tell our marketing team that's in-house that I want you to think about our Instagram as another website. People are going to go there, see how we look, and they can see your culture by what you post because we have our personalities on there. They're not just getting publishing news and getting inspired to write, but they're seeing Jen and I, and they're seeing our culture. And if we're positive or we're more serious, and we're like very positive, inspirational, and motivational on our Instagram because that's what our company is. So I want you to think of your Instagram as just an additional website for you to showcase all the things that you do, to showcase to sell your book there and any other services that you might have. So I really encourage you, if you're a nonfiction author, to do both LinkedIn and Instagram. Twitter's coming along now. That's also another great place, or formerly Twitter, now X. So that is kind of making its way up to the top. So you just have to reconsider that. Again, it's an analysis, but don't feel overwhelmed that you have to do everything. If you're doing it by yourself, it's great to have a team. If you can afford to have someone do it for you and work with you, I highly suggest you do that. It takes the load off of your back. So those are the couple of things. Also, I want you to think about having a website. So you really should have a website to help promote your book. You can put so many things on your author website or add it to your business website that you have there. You can sell your book from there. You can do bulk sales from there. You can book speaking engagements from there. So think about all of those things. So the things that you're missing out on, let's dig in. Now you've got these resources, and all those 3 resources: email, social media, your website, content marketing. We didn't talk about, I'll do that on another video, but all of those things are driving people and developing your personal brand with that. And it's a place to promote your book. So it's this whole machine that's rising up together. So if you're missing out, if you're missing out on publishing, let's talk about that. What a published book can do for you is it does give you opportunities. The number one thing you get when you publish a book is new opportunities. These opportunities can include getting new clients. They can include getting media attention. They can include getting speaking gigs. It can include getting on boards for companies. It all depends what your goals are. So you want to strategize how you're going to use your book outside of selling it on Amazon and Ingram, on how to use your book to achieve your goals. So if your goal is to be on a board, then we have specific strategies of how you should use your book to get on a board. How should you send that book out? Who should you send it to? What kind of messaging should you have in your social media and your emails? So think about the goal of your book, of what you want to achieve with it. What is your why for writing that book? And what are the achievements you want to get in your business? Is it growing sales? So if it's growing sales, then you're going to have a different strategy to do that. And does a book do all those things? It does, absolutely. I have seen it multiple times. I have seen an author who had a big audience already, who because of his book had a huge media tour because of his book. I've seen authors who had no audience at all, had a different job. They were in a sales job and wanted to become a speaker, And now they're getting $5,000 to $10,000 a speech, and they do that full time. So I've seen it happen on multiple levels. So a book can change your life. Another thing that people don't even think about that a book is going to do for you. When you publish on Amazon and do global distribution, you are now going to be seen on the first page of a Google search for your name. When they look for you, they're finding, I want to find out more about John Smith, then guess what? You're maybe not such a common name, but you're going to come up on the first page of search with your book and your bio. So guess what? They're like, oh my gosh, this person wrote a book. That gives them a lot of credibility. Oh, their whole bio is here. I can find them really easily. So it's one of the stronger SEOs. So which is search engine optimization. So when you publish a book, guess what? Now Amazon is now working for you to promote you every single day for free to Google. And it's also promoting your book to their list of people that may be interested in your topic. So you're getting exposed to a whole nother group of people. And if you work with a publishing house like us that gets you to be a #1 bestseller, we just did a book that was about love and relationships, and it beat out the #1 book in the category, The 5 Languages of Love. So think about that. You're on the same page, not just the same page, you're the #1 book next to The 5 Languages of Love that has been around for years and is a hugely successful book. Now, all of a sudden, you got exposed to that whole audience. What is that worth to you? What would you pay for that kind of marketing? So I just want to say, if you're not publishing a book, or you're afraid to publish a book, or to write a book, reach out to us. We can help you. I think it's a huge advantage for your business, and it's a huge advantage for your personal brand. We'll do some other videos we have on how to get started writing and some writing tips to make it easy for you. We do a VIP day, as I mentioned earlier, that you can get 6,000 to 10,000 words written in a day and all the chapters of your book and everything organized. We do full publishing, audiobook, hardback, ebook, and paperback book, and we have full marketing for all of our authors. But if you don't choose us, choose someone. Just go and write your book and get it done and explode your business and your personal brand with it. I highly recommend it. Leave us comments if you have any questions, and remember to subscribe and like our video, and we'll see you next time.